Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That's caught, it's Key. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got a man, it's Johnson. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Makes the grab over the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Lemon. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sanders.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Lost to throw again. Wide open spacing. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? In the backfield, it's Lemon. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the left side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. He got it. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lemon. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Maiava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually...
He's loose. There he goes. He's a touchdown Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The Cornhuskers pick up the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got his man downfield. Oh, out of space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Barney. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Quarterback on the keeper. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Lemon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fakes to grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Brought down at the 34. And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. On the run, it's Jordan. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
They'll leave it with the lone back. It's a running room. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Strachan.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's loose. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They want that clock to run.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got it! He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. On the snap, it's Jordan. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The defense has to be careful not to go too much into prevent defense and prevent themselves from winning. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays and you got to have scripts because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his man. It's Hunter. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, that's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
To the air, it's Raiola. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Barney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.